Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 7th episode of Hataraku Saibou. So, what happened in the last episode? Well, I do remember that we got some Hanakana backstory, getting to see her days as a, not quite a red blood cell, just a little red blood cell lit, whatever you would call that. And apparently she met up with Mr. White Blood Cell at a young age, so they have known each other since childhood, even if it was just for a very, very short period of time. But they were able to win out against some bacteria together, so, you know, that's something. And they were apparently able to meet up again one day after that, so yeah, it kind of really resonates with you when you think about how their first meeting in the series itself, like episode 1, and they talk about the odds of ever meeting each other again. So at that point in time, they had already, beat the odds and met each other once again. So I don't know, that was interesting. So yeah, let's get into the episode. 3, 2, 1, play. You are cells at work, and we appreciate your job. You look so happy to be carrying that box around and getting lost. There are many, many red blood cells, but as always, there's only one Hanakana. And about 10,000 characters that she voices, but, Run, Jellybean, run! It just looks so silly every time I see it. I don't even know if I've said this before, but this is one of the better openings of the season. Very catchy. A lot of the bacteria and germs and stuff seem to have tentacles, which I find interesting. Oh yeah, last episode we met her. Hataraku. Used goods collection. Oh, well, that's no good. There's gonna be a lot, isn't there? Oh, yeah, here we go. And, yeah, this is not gonna be her day. And Hanakana's not that great on her good days, and yet... Man, when you're a Hoges going nuts, you know you're in for an exciting day. Well, back to the plot. Yep. But she knows better. I still think she could break you in half, so, we'll see how this fight goes. No, she is not rattled. And apparently I'm watching Tokyo Ghoul. Yes. The cancer cell looks like Tokyo Ghoul character. There's definitely a joke there. I knew that would be what you would say. If he had anything else up his sleeve, it's now out on the walls. That shirt is just holding on by a thread. Yeah, all you did was grab me with your hands. She is quite the character. But cancer cells are no joke, apparently. You're excused, but only barely. Kill him, I guess, would be a good suggestion. Yeah, but they're eventually gonna know what's up and go help. And then Hanakana shows up and truly saves the day. Oh god. Do not hit. Where did we stumble upon exactly? Chromosomes. This is a very weird room. I guess so. So neatly. I think he's trying to figure it out. It's cancer! Which is really bad because that's not as easy to beat as certain other things. Just punch the zombies away. Oh god. Jeez. That's terrifying. Oh. Okay. I think someone's joined the party. Yeah, but not sitting as pretty as you are. I assure you. I know, right? How ignorant can you be? He's around here somewhere. He's kind of tossing me around. Yep, here we go. Yes. Only one of you realized. Yes. He was only pretending to be a normal cell. Very slowly. Uh... Good god. Just the eyes, man. I think we need some backup. Yeah, because you've been doing such a good job of that. But again, you can't do it on your own, so... Where does that leave us? This is really not looking good. Someone needs to show up or we're kind of done for. There's a desktop wallpaper for you. Meanwhile, the rest of the body doesn't know what's happening. Oh, platelets, they'll be the ones that save us. Why can't I get to do that? I guess it's one of the perks of being a red blood cell. It certainly wasn't coming from the platelets. No, it's just out of sight, out of mind. Bye-bye. Is that a euphemism for something? Oh god. They are packing it now. Yeah, is we having a feast? Well, maybe you should question that a bit more. Yeah, you really should question what's going on before you just bring a bunch of nutrients. I wouldn't go in there, personally. Uh, I was not going to be able to read that in time. I guess you just gotta leave cancer cells to do their own thing. Well, we gotta do some things here, so... yeah, that fight's not going well. This guy just on a whole nother level is really all it comes down to. If you can. Or just, you know, yell at them, I guess. Whatever you got. Oh, this is some kind of flashback? Oof. Rude. Yes, because you're literally cancer. Means you're a mistake and you have no business here. You must be purged. The show's not gonna try to make me feel bad for cancer, is it? Because that's kind of a tall order. But it's trying alright, so I'll give it that. I think you triggered him. Of course, cancer is easily triggered, so, you know, no surprises there. I don't know, you're not very nice, for one. And apparently you people steal a bunch of nutrients. Well, then there you go, that's what you did wrong. I don't see the problem here. I don't think any of them will actually die, but this is really looking bad. Oh god, what are you making? I like she just calls people a red blood cell, even though that could apply to any of them. That'd be very confusing. And yet we're gonna keep bringing him stuff because why not? And you wonder why they want to kill you. I know, right? This... That's where we draw the line? Okay, here we go. Finally some reinforcements, some backup. Oh, a lot of it. Okay. When did they show up? I was expecting like maybe one, like her. But I guess everyone just kind of showed up. Because I knew it was her attack, but... And you know what we do with strange cells? Yeah, he's there. Come out with your hands up! But yeah, now it's quantity over quality here. Just outnumber them. Gonna become friends now? Okay, I think we've come a long way here. Some of them have knives, some of them have squirt guns, whatever works. Some of them are ninjas. Some of them are Mario. Yeah, the red blood cells just gotta sit and watch, really, when combat happens. Because they're not fighters. They're nutrients, oxygen carriers, or whatever. Well, he probably needed a bath anyway. Of course she enjoys that. It's no time for this. Oh god. There's still a battle to fight. It was not that funny. Is she transforming? Go for the heart. Yes. Really? Okay. Sure, why not? Are you telling me that laughing can literally cure cancer? You kind of stopped short. Yes, you all look the same to me. I'd rather him just kill you before you have a chance to regenerate. Well, yeah. But a bad one. Yeah, any kind of edgy stuff you want to say, go for it. Why? Because nobody wanted to kill you anymore. Well, most people are not a big fan of cancer, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, a cancer cell. We were never gonna be able to live in peace with a cancer cell, I'm sorry. Yeah. Doing a lot of nutrients. Meanwhile, the celebration back there. Yes. You are just one cell after all. They had many other cells to deal with. To give us a plot for an episode. Not like you have a choice in the matter. Please hurry up and kill him! You know, before he has the chance to do any more harm. Yeah, he was quite an opponent. Yeah, he's just an edgelord that's been taken care of. uh, Thank you, Hanakana. You really are the hero we needed. Well, we defeated cancer today. I don't know where we go up from here. And I know they tried really hard to make me feel bad for the cancer cell, but it just did not really work. I mean, I get that you don't get to choose what you're born as, and that sucks, but he's still literally cancer. Just bringing so much food to that place. And we did get to see some of the playlists this episode, so that was nice. The smile that can cure cancer. I wouldn't be surprised if Hanaka's smile could do that. So that was the 7th episode of Hataraku Saibou. Not a huge amount to say on this episode. Basically, this was an episode about battling cancer, really. So, literally. And that's what they did. You had, NK, whatever that cell's name was. Yeah, she was trying to do it by herself because Ellis would just get in the way and she didn't want them to get hurt. Didn't want them to get hurt or whatever. But she kind of couldn't do this on her own. She was pretty tough. She could definitely put up a fight, but she was never going to be able to win by herself. And that became pretty obvious fairly quickly. And everybody else eventually, well, the other two cells that were with her before, they realized what was going on eventually after seeing some other stuff, and they eventually all made it back together, and then they all pretty much got beat up together. It was great. And meanwhile, Hanakana was wandering around with her senpai, and she kept getting hit by a bad omen after bad omen, starting to really figure out something was up, something was wrong there. And things became more suspicious when suddenly they had to order, just send tons and tons of nutrients to just one building, because, you know, it's like greedy cancer cells, I guess. So yeah, there was lots of red flags here that something wasn't right. And I guess in the end, Hanakana just kind of sent reinforcements over to, you know, where they needed to be. So, you know, things kind of worked out in that regard. But yes, that battle with the cancer cell, he was powerful. Like, I don't think I've seen, well, I know I haven't seen a cell that powerful in this show. He really was at a whole nother level. And like I said, they were trying very hard to make us feel bad for this cancer cell, showing backstory about him losing his friend and saying, the world's not fair, why did I have to end up like this? Why is everyone trying to kill me? I literally did nothing wrong, I'm just cancer. You know, all that, but yes, it does suck for him, and I'll admit I do feel a little bit bad, you know, nothing major though, but still, he's a cancer cell, he must be purged, there's no getting around that. We can't just make a little cottage for him somewhere in the woods for him to live alone in a peaceful life. That's not the nature of that cell. He needs to be extinguished. He needs to be purged, basically. So yeah, this was only ever going to end with his death, so that's just how it goes. But, you know, the white blood cell, he was a pretty cool guy, you know, hearing him out, you know, his final words and all that, so yeah, that was probably the best death he could really hope for, all things considered. But yeah, on a less of a plot-heavy note, I really enjoyed the scene with the platelets when they were just enjoying the cuteness and the adorableness of the platelets, just kind of poking them in the cheek, you know? That looked like a lot of fun. I wish I could have done it as well. Because that is kind of one of the perks of being a red blood cell. You occasionally get to play with the platelets, you know? I guess. Oh, and apparently the NKKT, whatever her name was, that cell apparently gets more powerful with laughter, which is not something I was aware of, but apparently laughter does have the power to cure cancer. That's one of those things that I think is important enough for me to make a note of and remember for a future reference. But that is definitely interesting. And the episode just had a lot of cool action in general, because we did have a very big, large-scale fight with these cancer cells, so as far as battling goes, I don't really see how we go up from here, really. Like, we conquered cancer, what's up next? Really, you know, chicken pox? I don't know. That wouldn't really be worse than cancer, though, so I don't really know where we go from here, but anyway, yes, it was a pretty solid episode for the most part. And, is it just me, or did that cancer cell look a lot like Nanachi, I think his name is, from Tokyo Ghoul, when he goes in his different form? To me, that's what he looked like anyway, and if that was intentional, that would be beyond hilarious, but I doubt it is. But yeah, that was the episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.